Hi, welcome. My name is Ashley Schrader. This is a 60-minute full-on heat building, blood pumping flow. So if you're here to sweat and just to move and to work out your stuff, then you're in the right place. Otherwise, you can go ahead and try the other video that I just posted called Reset Your Nervous System 1. That's a little bit of a slower pace, and that will take you down a notch. All right, so we're going to start in a supported bridge. So go ahead and grab a block or a big book and maybe take a little pillow and lay it over the book so that you can be comfortable here. And you can experiment with what level that you go to with the block. So you might be level 1, level 2. I doubt you want to go to level 3 just yet, but just go ahead and let the sacrum be what is primarily supported here by the block. And you'll know when you find that bony, flat part of the posterior pelvis because you'll be comfortable and this will be bearable. And then once you get here, go ahead and soften the eyelids down and just kind of sway the knees side to side and take your fingers and just kind of grab the iliac crest here, this nice rounded part of the pelvis, and just give yourself a little massage. And then go ahead and take the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. So the heels are stacked right over the hips. And then gently press like the big toes together, and the heels are going to turn out about like an inch or two away from each other. But I want you to feel this slight internal rotation of the legs. And then we're just going to lower to about 45 degrees. Keep the feet really engaged. If you feel this in your low back, just ease off a little bit. And then come on back up. And then exhale, lower. You might go a little bit deeper. And then inhale back up. And I want you to feel how lower abdomen connects to inner thighs here. Lower back down. And then inhale back up. One more time, lower. Take it back up. Now lower the right heel to a point which is comfortable or in line with the right hip. And then internally rotate that right thigh and draw the navel in. That's Uddiyana Bandha. So you feel the connection up the inner thigh all the way up to the abdomen. And then come back. And then switch sides. Left heel in line with left hip. Or maybe you need to go up a little bit more. Find the internal rotation. Find the connection. You might even feel it with your hands as it reaches over that bony crust of the pelvis. And then come back. And we'll do that one more time. Just like really nice and easy. And then left side, low belly, lower abdominal activation. Bend the knees, lower the feet down, lift the pelvis up off the block, move the block over to one side, lower one vertebrae down at a time, very slow and intentionally. And then grab opposite elbows above the head and just take the knees side to side. And then go ahead and grab the backs of the thighs and we'll rock back and forth. And on the third one, you're going to cross at the shins, plant the hands underneath the shoulders, find tabletop. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Check your wrist crease. It's parallel with the top edge of the mat. Go ahead and take the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Drop the chest. Look up. And then on the exhale, round the spine, chin in towards the chest. Inhale. There's your expansion. Exhale. There's the contraction. Inhale. Extension. Exhale. Flexion. Come back to a neutral spine. Really press the fingertips down into the mat and then tuck the toes under, hover the knees. Take your toes and traction them forward. So again, we say high to lower abdomen for 3. Now look down at your thumbs. Can you squeeze those in actively towards the midline so the chest is engaged? Now take your inner shoulder and move it back so that you create more length along the sides of the neck. Don't forget about the toes for 2. Slowly send the hips back towards the heels and then heels down right into downward facing dog. You got 3 breaths to take some movements here. So you can stay still if you need stillness. or if you need to move, move. Come back through center on the next inhale. Heels up, bend the knees and look forward. Slowly step forward to the top of the mat. When you get there, press hands into shins. Keep a little bend in the knees and lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Release the neck. Big inhale to rise. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press the palms together, heart center. Look down and check how the feet are set up, and just notice what your tendency is. My feet are hip width, but if you want big toes to touch, you can do that too. My palms face forward, and I'm going to drop my eyelids so that I can find a little bit of stillness, something that we know is available to us, right inside. And you might consider dedicating your practice to somebody, something, positive intention or affirmation. As you do that, throw in this sense of ease on the face. Now, keep the legs really strong. On the next inhale, open the eyes and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Halfway lift and lengthen, inhale. On the exhale, plant the hands underneath the shoulders, step it back to plank. Inhale here in plank. On the exhale, lift the right foot. Right leg is up. Inhale here. Good. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Walk the left fingertips forward. Stay or maybe lift the left arm and reach it forward. All right, this is hard enough as it is. You can stay or you can tap the right knee to the right tricep. It's a doozy. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Return the left hand to where it was. Exhale, right toes land. Inhale, sends the left leg up, left heel up. Internally rotate, connect to low abdomen. Walk the right fingertips forward. Maybe reach the right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale. How slowly can you move the left knee forward to the left tricep? Inhale, extend the left leg back. Right palm returns back to where it was. Exhale, left toes down. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Keep the seat up. Slowly lower the pelvis. Lift the chest. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, bring it back down. Go a little wider now. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower back down. Hands back in by the rib cage. Tuck the toes under. Squeeze the elbows in. On the next inhale, press right up into plank. On the exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows. Chaturanga, low push-up. You can always lower the knees here. Inhale, little cobra or upward facing dog with straight arms and legs. Exhale, hips lead up and back, downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose. Out the mouth, let it go. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, look forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there, inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale to rise, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms pressed, Samasthiti. Go ahead and do that again. One more Surya A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, big dive, forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Step or flow back, your vinyasa. This time it's either knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing. And downward facing dog on the exhale. Slowly send that right leg up and back. On the exhale, bring the right knee to the nose. Keep the shoulders over the wrist. Just take the right foot back to land. The right toes to the outside of the left foot and find this cross-legged plank. Now, squeeze the inner thighs together. Feel the connection to the core, and then use that to send the hips up and back in this cross-legged downward facing dog. All right, go ahead and send the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Externally rotate at right hip, right ankle lands on left lower thigh, bend left knee, press palms into mat, send the hips back, keep the left knee bent, and keep the right foot flexed so you've got this figure 4 shape in the legs. And then slowly lower right foot back to where it was, other side. Inhale, sends the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep the shoulders over the wrist. Just set the left foot back to the outside of the right toes. Cross-legged plank. Inhale here. Squeeze the thighs together. Keep that. Use that engagement and that center to send the hips up and back. Good job. On the next inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Externally rotate at left hip. Left foot flexes as left ankle finds the right lower thigh. Bend the right knee. Press the hips back. It should be this really yummy hip stretch. All right, left foot back to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, look forward, step or float to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms press heart center. Release the hands down, Samasthiti. Soften the gaze for a moment here. We take 2 just to check in what's shifting energetically. Let the breath slow down. Okay, let's go. Toe heel the feet together, hips down, arms up, chair pose. On the exhale, interlace fingers behind the back, press the palms together. Inhale, broaden the chest, take the torso over the thighs, ground the right foot, lift the left heel. Keep pressing the right foot down. Feel the outer right hip turn on. Take the left heel, bring it in towards left bum. Ooh, squeeze the knees together. Keep the left leg super active and start to send the left leg back. Hover here, jaguar. Left toes point down, internally rotate. Left toes land at the back of the mat. Spin the left heel down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, drop in, humble warrior. So we're reaching the crown of the head forward, and we're not forgetting about the left leg. The left leg is super active. How is my right hip? Could it move back and in towards my left heel? You got one more breath here. Slowly release left hand down underneath left shoulder. Reach right arm up towards the ceiling. Pop the left heel up so it stacks over the left toes. Easy twist. Stay here, spin onto the outer edges of the feet, and drop into this nice outer left hip stretch. Inhale, reaches the right arm up and forward, right palm plant. Send the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips, roll it open. Take some hip circles here. Good, then extend the right leg up and back, inhale. On the exhale, knee in towards the nose. Step the right foot between the hands, spin the left heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. So right knee, right ankle. Right toes, point forward. Right thigh, drawing back. Rib cage hugging in. Maybe the gaze shifts up. And then let's try opening it up to warrior 2, arms out to a T. Again, keep an eye on the right foot. Keep an eye on the right knee as you reach the arms long. Gaze sets the right middle finger just beyond there. Drop in to the hips so that the knee is stacked over the ankle. Flip the right palm. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Next inhale, we rise up, warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot. Send the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Remember the internal rotation that we started with. Find it here, right toes point down. You can stay or lower both elbows down to the mat at the same time. Look forward, hop the left toes in. Look forward, how's your internal rotation? Keep looking forward, keep driving the forearms down. If you want to take little hops, you can, you got it. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Think about it. Do you want vinyasa or do you want to just press back to down dog? Either way, you could shoot the heart forward, bend the elbows, take vinyasa. We meet back in downward facing dog. Let's expel a little heat. Inhale through the nose. Let it go out the mouth. Next inhale, heels up, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Halfway inhale. Exhale, fold. Toe heel the feet together, drop right into it. Inhale, reach the arms up, chair pose. On the exhale, interlace fingers behind the back, other thumb in front. Inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale, torso to thighs. Ground the left foot. Feel the outer left hip turn on, then lift the right heel. If you're stable, right heel in towards right bum. Squeeze the knees together. Keep using the lateral chain on the left leg to stabilize as you send the right leg back, back, back. How's the internal rotation there? Keep the right toes pointing down. One more. Right toes land, right heel spins down. Inhale, chest is up. Stay here for the heart opener. Exhale, drop in for the heat. Take the left hip and bring it back. Take the crown and move it forward. Could you soften the jaw, soften the face? One more. Let it go. Right hand down underneath right shoulder. Right heel pops up to stack over the right toes. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Easy twist. Stay or spin onto the outer edges of the feet. Reach the left arm back. Drop the right hip. All right. Slowly trace that rainbow. Left hand reaches up, 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 forward. Left palm plants. Pick the left foot up. Send the left leg up and back. Bend the knees. Stack the hips. Roll it open. Take that left femur. Keep the knee bent. And just make little circles with the knee. Inhale, left leg up. Square off the hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot between the hands. Spin the right heel down. Bring it on up, warrior one. So you know, how do you want to set up your base? How are my toes? How's my knee? How are my hips? What about my ribs? Am I flailing my chest forward, or could I be really strong and supported at my center? Maybe the gaze starts to reach up. One more. Next exhale, we open up warrior two. Find the space along the inner thighs. Reach the arms long. Press the left foot down. Traction it back towards the arch of the right foot. Drop in a little deeper. Flip the left palm. Reach up and back, reverse warrior. Lengthen out left side. So take out any back bend you have here and just reach the left hand back so that you feel like your intercostals are spreading. Stay low in the left hip. Just bring it back up to warrior two. On the exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. We pick it up. We send the left leg up and back. Look forward. Lower the elbows down in line with the inner shoulder. Option to take toes forward towards the elbows. Option to take a little pincha for 3, for 2. One more. When you're ready, think about your exit strategy. Look where you're going. Shoot the heart forward if you're going for vinyasa. We eventually meet in downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose. Out the mouth, let it go. Good job. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Toe heel the feet so they're about hip width distance apart. Throw as much slack in the legs as you need to. Take your peace fingers, hook them around the big toes. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold over the thighs. So huge kind of low back releases here if you want it. You just got to press the feet down and imagine like you're trying to take your heels out towards the lateral edges of the mat. Notice what that does to your toes. It creates a little bit of internal rotation in the thighs, and then that's kind of makes some space there in our SI joints at the posterior pelvis. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk the hands forward. 5 breaths to travel to the top of the mat. So that's 5 fire jumps, 5 slow motion like elephant walks. But no matter what variation you're taking, I want you to feel the floating action that is driven by lower abdominals. So, fire jumps, we bend the knees, we look forward, and we hop the knees right into the chest. Keep looking forward. Don't worry, I just went really high. You don't have to go that high. You could stay low. and just work on the knees right in tight to the chest. If you get stuck up there, don't freak out. Just hold the knees in tight and you won't fall. For 2. We all meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, drop and fold. Bend the knees and toe heel the feet out about mat width distance apart. Drop the pelvis, lift the chest. Nice little malasana squat. So if you feel space in the legs and around the pelvis in malasana, then you can play with like kind of taking some little rotations here of the torso and letting the legs kind of follow you to support it. Eventually, we'll all meet grounding down through the legs. I want to use my outer hips to bring my legs back instead of like kind of cranking in there with my arms. So use the strength of the outer hips to get the openness in the groin. Lift the chest. For 2. All right, crow prep. Reach the arms forward. Slowly come up halfway in your malasana and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Now go down a quarter. Hold for 3, 2. We're getting the legs nice and fatigued. We're back up to halfway. Meet me there for 3, 2. Good job. Plant the hands. Toe heel the feet to a point where you can get the knees into the backs of the upper arms. Lift one foot, maybe the other. For 3, for 2. Or keep your toes down. For 1. Feet down, fold forward, shake it out. Relax the wrists here for a moment. Slide the palms underneath the feet so the toes find the wrist crease. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the thighs. Again, in this fold, notice your heels. Notice the power of grounding and creating internal rotation. Can the navel draw in? Could the neck be soft? Could the face be serene? Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips, squeeze the elbows in. Use the backs of the legs. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, release the hands down. Whew. Press the palms together, heart center. And reconnect with that intention. Notice how that intention is supported energetically at this moment. Could you start to sense or feel that intention behind the thumbs, right at the heart? All right, slowly open the eyes, toe heel the feet together, hips down, arms up, chair pose. Okay, on the exhale, let's do this again. Interlace fingers behind the back, press palms together. Inhale, broaden chest. Exhale, torso to thighs. Pick the left heel up. We're doing our little flamingo again. Send the left leg back. Find jaguars. So the left leg is straight, the right knee is bent, the chest is lifted. Then ground the left toes. Take the left heel, spin it down. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, take the torso forward about 45 degrees. Take your right foot, press it down, and almost pull it back towards your left heel. Then use that action to lean forward a little more and take off warrior 3. So my left toes point down for 2. Good, last one. Okay, slowly keep the bind, but stand up tall and bring the left knee into the chest. Now release the bind, reach the right hand to the outside of left shin, left arm reaches back behind you, or right hand to the outside of the left foot. Maybe straighten the leg. One more here. Strong right leg, don't lose that. Just let go without flinging. Left leg moves down, 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 and then back right into half moon. Right hand reaches down to the floor. Left heel moves back in space. Option to shift gaze for 2. You can use your right fingertips down at a block or to floor as you send the left foot towards the back of the mat, spin the left heel down, rise up, warrior two, flip the right palm, reach up and back, reverse warrior. This time we straighten the right knee, reach back all the way. Use the strength in the legs. Inhale, rise up, press the palms together, spin the left heel in, and take the left hip towards the left heel. You can keep your hips up high, or you can drop in a little deeper. If you're here in the lower variation and your left heel is up off the floor and you're not stable, just ground your left heel and take your hips as high as you need to get in that side lunge shape. The left knee tracks where the left toes go. Extended side angle from here. Think about how you want to get there. Maybe no hands. Right toes point forward, right forearm to right thigh, left arm reaches forward, or right hand to the floor to the inside or outside of the right foot. You could stay. You got 5 long breaths. If you're playing, reach left arm up. These are just options I'm throwing out there. Internally rotate left shoulder, reach left arm behind back. You could reach the right arm underneath the right thigh, catch the left wrist, draw the left wrist straight. Some people will kind of hook their right leg from the outside if they're binding, and then balancing. The left foot will step forward and the right leg will lift, and the chest will be proud for 2. Now, can you keep your bind or your fake bind as you take the right foot to the floor, ground your foot as much as possible, then lift the left leg up and back. Then the left foot finds the back of the mat. And we bring it up. Good job, warrior 2. Turn the right toes in. Bring the heels out a little bit. Take the hands to the low back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, drop in, fold forward. Prasarita. So eventually we might find some chaturanga arms here, but it doesn't really matter. It's really what feels good. So if you like walking your hands through, your fingertips through, that's totally cool. If you want to press upside down, plant the hands under the shoulders, lift the heels, and maybe bring the legs up for 3. 2, if you're upside down, hover the toes. Last one. Walk the hands in underneath the shoulders, lift up halfway. Turn the left toes to point towards the back of the mat. My right foot is in like a warrior 1 stance, so I'm at 45 degrees there. And I'm just going to keep the warrior 1 legs, but walk my hands over past the right top corner of my mat. Find this downward dog shape, get into the hip. Then I'm going to walk my hands forward in front of the left foot and take off standing split. So my left hand will catch my left heel if I want to go a little deeper. My palms will plant and I'll internally rotate my right hip just like I did before, and consider taking little hops. So to take hops, the palms plant, the left heel lifts, and you might take baby little hops for 2. 1 more. We'll all meet in the standing split, and then on the exhale, we'll lower the right foot to meet the left. Pelvis drops down, arms reach up high. Go ahead and ground the right foot. Inhale, lifts the left knee up and into the chest. Exhale, cross the left thigh over the right once or maybe twice. Right arm reaches underneath left once or maybe twice. Once you've got stability, set your gaze. Keep the gaze, but go a little deeper. Hips back, arms up, hands away. Chest broad for 3, 2, 1. Uncross the legs. Send the left leg back as you reach the arms forward. Jaguar. So bend the right knee. Keep the left foot pressing back. Left toe lands. Left heel spins in. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, drop in. Humble warrior. Reach the arms forward for 3. How's my right foot? Is it strong? Is it tractioning back? Good job, guys. Open up. Warrior 2. Straighten the right knee. Turn the left toes in. Now bring the heels in, and we're going to find a nice, strong goddess pose. My knees bend, just like we did in Malasana. If you've got space and you feel safe, you could take some movements. Pelvis side to side, knees side to side. Take the arms, reach them forward, palms face up. Soften the gaze. Take 3. Bring awareness to the fingertips. Notice sensation there. One more breath. Good job. Open the eyes. Warrior 2 facing the top of the mat. Next inhale, straighten left knee. Right hip moves back. Left hand reaches forward. Left hand down. Right arm up. Triangle. Option 2, get a nice side body stretch. The left hand is supported by the left shin, and then the right arm reaches forward. From there, you really press into the right leg to take the right shoulder back, and there's the goodness. One more. Okay. Look down, set gaze, bring it back up, warrior 2. Flip left palm, reach up and back, one more reverse. And then come on back up through warrior 2, cartwheel the hands down, frame the left foot. Here we go again, 3-legged dog. Elbows down in line with inner shoulders. Take your little hops, maybe go up. If you've been doing this for a while, drop your gaze. For 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa or press back, down dog. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. One more flow and then we'll get a break. 5 breaths to travel to the top. Fire jumps or those slow motion steps, trying to keep the legs as straight as possible and the navel lifted. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Toe heel the feet together. Hips down, arms up, chair pose. On the exhale, interlace fingers together, opposite thumb in front. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, torso to thighs. We've been here before. Ground the left heel, lift the right. Squeeze the knees together. Find that engagement in the groin. Then send the right leg back. Keep the right knee super straight. Keep the right toes pointing down. The left knee stays bent. The face is soft. The breath is full. Then right toes land. Right heel spins down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take the torso to 45 degrees. Press the left foot down, traction it back. Crown forward, forward, forward. Take off, warrior 3 with a bind. How's the right groin? For 2. How's the chest? Fire up the back of the left leg to stand. Bring the right knee into the chest. Keep the bind first, then release it. Left hand to the outside of right shin. Right arm reaches back, or left hand to the outside of right foot. For 3, can the right hip move down towards the left heel? Start to look down. Don't fling it. Let it lower with control. Half moon. Left hand down, right arm up. Block or floor or nothing. We're coming back to this later, so you don't have to take any fancy variations. One more. Bend the left knee. Reach the right foot back, back, back. Bring it up, warrior 2. On the next inhale, flip the left palm. Let's get out of here for a moment. Reach up and back, reverse warrior. Straighten the left knee, reach back all the way. Left side body engages to bring the torso up. Press the palms together, spin the right heel in, and then find your variation of Skandasana. Try to keep the chest lifted, the legs active. Tap into that stillness for 2. Right behind the thumbs. Look forward. Extended side angle. Here we go. Stay low. Maybe no hands. Left toes point forward. Left forearm to left thigh or left hand to the inside or outside of the left foot. Right arm reaches forward. Left tricep, left thigh work against each other to bring the right shoulder back. Keep pressing through the right foot. If you took the variations on the other side, they're here. Reach the right arm up. Internal rotation at the right shoulder. Left arm behind the back. Maybe there's a bind. Maybe you step the right foot forward, ground the right foot, fire up the back of the right leg to stand tall. Maybe the left leg straightens. For 2. Okay. Just as slow as you came in, you will exit. Try to keep the bind as long as you can. Slowly step the right foot towards the back of the mat. And then we bring it up back into Warrior 2. All right, on the next inhale, straighten the left leg, turn the left toes in, both heels are out. Interlace fingers behind the back, press the palms together. Inhale, broaden the chest, maybe a little gaze shifts upwards. And then exhale, we drop in. At the bottom of every exhale, there's this engagement of Uddiyana Bandha, the lower abdominals, to pull the torso a little bit deeper. And like I said before, if you really want to go upside down, press the palms down and lift up. For 2. Go ahead and press the fingertips down underneath the shoulders. Take a halfway lift. You can hover the toes if you're upside down. Start to look forward. Walk the hands forward. Take the right toes, point them forward. Left heel spins down at the back, so it's at 45 degrees. Walk both hands beyond the top left corner of the mat. Send the right hip back towards the left heel. Find that downward facing dog shape in the upper body. Then walk hands in front of the right foot to take off into standing split. You can take the right hand to right heel, forehead to shin. You can walk the hands underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, and take little hops. For 2. We're all going to meet in a standing split. And then we'll all release that down. Left foot finds the right. The hips drop low. The arms reach up. Ground the left foot. Inhale, lifts the right knee up and into the chest. Cross the right thigh over the left. Once or twice there with the legs. Same idea in the arms. Left arm underneath right. Once or twice in the wrap. Then set gaze. Drop hips. Arms up. Collarbones broad. Hands move away from the forehead. For 2. Last one. It's your favorite transition. Undo the cross of the legs. Keep the bind in the arms. Reach the arms forward as you take the torso forward and down, and the left knee bends. Reach the sole of the right foot back. Ground the right toes. Spin the right heel down. Inhale, we rise. Keep your bind. Exhale, drop in. Humble warrior with eagle arms. Relax the jaw. Relax the brow. Last one. Inhale. Release that. Open up the arms out to a T, warrior 2. Straighten the left knee. Turn the left toes in. Then bring the heels in. Goddess pose. Take the arms to cactus this time. Ground the feet and drive the balls of the feet into the mat so the heels lift. We got 20 heat building Kapalabhati breaths. It's that snapping in of the navel. Forced exhale. Super fast. Ready? Go. Heels down. Good job, guys. Release. Warrior 2 to face the top of the mat. Next inhale, straightens the right knee. Left hip back, right arm forward, right hand down to shin. Left arm reaches up towards ceiling. Option to use the right shin for support. Reach the left arm forward. Drive the outer edge of the right foot down and spin the left shoulder back. Last one. Inhale. We go back up, warrior 2. Flip the right palm. Next inhale, we reach. Bring it back up, warrior 2. Hands cartwheel down. Pick the right foot up. Right leg lifts up and back. Another option to lower the elbows and hop the left toes in. Remember your internal rotation as best you can. Like I said before, you could drop the gaze if you've been doing this for a while. One more. Left toes down. Look forward. Press it back to down dog or vinyasa. Downward facing. Take the knees down for some much deserved breath work. Soften everything up. Shake it out if you need to. Shake out the wrists. And sit on a block if that feels good. We're going to move through Viloma pranayama together. Before we go there, we'll just start to lengthen out the inhalations so that they match the length of the exhalations. And we can close the eyes and start to go in this space where we don't have to focus on the movement. It's just pure effortlessness. And we'll find these incremental pauses between our inhalations and our exhalations, but also we're going to break down the inhale into thirds and the exhale into thirds. And those little pauses, that's where I really want you to drop into the space behind the brow. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Inhale just 1/3 of your lung capacity and hold. Awareness shifts to the brow. Another third inhale. Pause. All the way, fill up. You may drop the chin, lift the pelvic floor, lift the navel. Like we're creating this container of energy here at our center. And then we'll release that breath, but just 1/3, and pause. And another third. Empty. Inhale through the nose. Out the mouth. Good job, guys. Slowly. We'll return back to Ujjayi. And we'll watch the breath as it moves in through the nose, up to the space between the eyebrows on the inhale, and then exhale to the space that we call the midbrain, just above the soft palate. And then inhale, awareness goes back up to the brow. And then exhale down to the midbrain. Do that 5 times. Getting more intelligent about how we can move the sensation of the breath beyond the physical space that it typically occupies. It moves up through the third eye, down to midbrain. Okay. If you need meditation, please stay here for the next 10 breaths. If you need to invert, please carry this meditative zone that you're in with you as you move upside down. I'll let you do anything: headstand, handstand, forearm stand, shoulder stand, or legs up the wall. It's all awesome. It all works. I'm going to do some headstand, but you could do whatever you want. For me, I'm going to take this little basket that I make with my hands and use it to support the back of my head. The top of my head is going to touch the floor. All right, so that's where I end up. My toes tuck. I walk them in. I might hug one knee in. I keep pressing my elbows down. I might hug the other knee in. I can stay here if I feel wobbly, or I could take my knees and bring them up over my pelvis. Last little piece is straightening the knees. Remember that your arms are doing a ton of work here. And you'll notice that the more you can engage all the way down the leg toward the toes, the more stability you'll have. The balance comes from this neuromuscular connection with the core, and it just develops over time with practice. And if you're upside down, can you lower slowly? Maybe get a little bit of air time at the bottom, so you're just hovering the toes. And then we'll all meet in child's pose. Hips to heels, forehead to floor. And you could just kind of sway side to side and massage the brow there. This pressure point that activates the parasympathetic nervous system. And then go ahead and walk the hands forward. Let's take a little puppy pose. Slide the hands forward until the forehead or the chin or the chest finds the mat. Big chest opener for 2. One more. All right. Let's see if we can pull our pelvis forward, find a Sphinx pose, press the forearms down, and then out towards the lateral edges of the mat, and then really broaden the chest. And then on my exhale, I'm going to tuck my toes under, lift my pelvis, walk my toes in right into dolphin, and I'm going to hold for 3, 2. Now, can you press the palms down so much that both elbows lift at the same time, downward facing dog? Good job. 5 breaths to the top, 5 steps. I'm taking steps so I can get a little break. And then we'll go into Malasana just to think about where we're going with crow. I want you to, if you've been doing crow for a while, consider lifting one knee off the arm so it starts to move transition itself into one-legged crow. It's a ton of core and inner thigh and groin, kind of like we've been working on with these movements. So a couple of different ways to get in there. We're going to start with getting there from crow, and then I'll show you the other variation coming from down dog. But to get there, my hands plant shoulder width, my fingers spread wide. We set up like we do for crow. Make sure you're looking forward, and then the knees press into the backs of the upper arms. I lift one foot and then the other. If I'm going to play with one-legged crow, one ankle rests on top of the other. So my right ankle is resting on my left Achilles, and then I'm going to hover my right knee. I could stay here, or I could extend the right leg back. The trick here is, the way to get it is being really mindful when you fall, when you fail. Can you pay attention? Can you slow it down? Can you learn in every millisecond what needs to turn on to slow down the descent? That's the trick. So be present when you come down, as you come down, and you'll eventually one day catch yourself. You'll pick yourself back up. Try the other side if you haven't already. And then we're going to shoot back into downward facing dog. So my both feet are up, and I'm just going to send my legs back. Vinyasa. All right, on the next inhale, right leg lifts up and back. On the exhale, knee into nose. Step the right foot between the hands. Left heel stays stacked over left toes. Inhale, we rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, right hand catches left wrist, draws the left wrist to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, press the palms together, heart center, thumbs to chest, lower the left knee to hover. Start to take the torso forward, forward, forward. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the thoracic spine in extension. Left leg lifts, warrior 3. Tricky transition. You got this. Open up warrior or half moon. Right hand down to blocker floor. Bend left knee. Catch the outside of the left ankle. Kick the ankle into the left hand as you spin open on your side. Last one. Release that. Let it go. Fold forward in standing split. Handstands there if you want it. Plant the palms. Take little hops. For 2. We're all going to meet in Kapiyasana. Right foot lands, left knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Kali Mudra, the hands, interlace the fingers with a pointer, extended, press the right foot down. Inhale, lift the chest up and back. Keep reaching. For 2. Last one. Press the right foot down, inhale, lift up. Half Hahnemann, scooch the left knee back about an inch or 2. Take a halfway lift, hands to blocks or floor, right toes point up, and then exhale, fold over the right thigh. If you're working on full Hahnemann, slide the left knee back, lift the chest. For 2. Vashisthasana to exit. So slide back in to half Hanumanasana. Plant the left hand back underneath left shoulder. You could keep the left knee down or take the left knee up as you step the right foot to the back of the mat, or take the peace fingers of the right hand, grab the big toe, pick it up as you swivel the left heel to the left, and then maybe, ever so slowly, the right leg moves up, 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 up. Let it go. Vinyasa. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Okay, on the next inhale, left leg lifts. On the exhale, knee into the nose. Step the left foot between the hands. Look at the right heel. It stacks over the right toes. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, left hand to right wrist. Draw it to the left. Reach. Inhale, we rise. Reach the arms up. Exhale, press the palms together, heart center. Thumbs to chest. Start to take the right knee down a little bit as you take the torso forward. Press the left foot down. Take off warrior 3. Right toes point down. Keep chest lifted. Now release, open up. Half moon, left fingertips down to block or floor. Bend right knee, catch the ankle. Kick into the hand. Big, big back bend here for 2. Release that. Right foot lands at the back of the mat. And we're in standing split. So come back up. Bring your right foot back up and take the left hand to the heel, or plant the hands and find your little handstand or your big handstand. For 2. If you're with me, we're going to eventually make our way into Kapiyasana. So that nice deep lunge where I press my left foot down and I get really dynamic in my breath as it connects to my reach. My inhale, I get really long. And then in the exhale, I ground back down through my legs. One more. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, hands plant to frame the left leg. Slide the right knee back, straighten the left leg. Left toes point up, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Keep the left hip moving back. If you took full Hanumanasana on the other side, is here. For 3. Come back to half if you went to full. Right hand plants underneath right shoulder. Get ready for your variation of Vashisthasana. You could lift the right knee. You can pick the left foot up with the big toe, or step the left foot to the back of the mat. For 2. One more. Release. Let it go. Vinyasa. Time to slow it down. Bend the knees, look forward, hop through to your seat. Let's slide the left leg forward. Take the sole of the right foot down so that the right knee points up. Lean over to the left a little bit. Pick the right shin up. Point the right knee forward so that it's in line with the right hip. If you need to make space here with the right calf, you can. If you need to sit on your block, slide it. Come out of this first. Lean over to the right. Slide the block underneath the hip there, and then move it back. Okay? So, stay seated. Press the right shin down. Keep the chest lifted. And if you're good and you want a little more, you slide it back to forearms. And if you want a little more, you lie all the way down. You could grab opposite elbows above the head. Close the eyes. Soften. Let the belly just be soft and effortless. Keep the right leg active, but everything else is just soft, supported. Okay, to get out of this, I like to grab the edges of my mat, press into my elbows, and come up. To get out of this bind, you're going to lean over to the left, pick the right leg up, keep the right knee in tight, and then plant the sole of the right foot down. Right fingertips back behind. Inhale, reaches the left arm up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, you're going to hug the right leg with the left arm, or take a little cactus arm and look back. More dynamic breath. So inhale, lengthen. There's a bind if you want it. Right arm reaches behind the back. Exhale, we twist a little deeper. One more. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Extend the right leg forward. Bring the left leg in. You know where we're going. Lean over to the right. Take your right knee, point it forward. Make space with the left calf. Slide your block underneath you. Check that left knee. It's in line with left hip. Then decide where you're going to go. Upright, forearms, all the way down. Can grab opposite elbows, but just switch the grip this time. And then notice what happens when you consciously soften around these big joints, shoulders, elbows. Let that right leg go. And just press the left shin down a little more. Find your way out. So we'll lean over to the right, keep the left knee in tight, then step the left foot down, about a palm's width distance between left inner thigh and right thigh. Reach the right arm up and hug the left leg on the exhale, or take your cactus, or take your bind. How's the breath? Inhale, look forward. Exhale to release. Extend the left leg forward. Reach the arms forward as you lower down. Take the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Last little happy baby before we take Shavasana. Take over your mat. Tuck the shoulder blades under. Close the eyes. Let the head, the skull drop in. Imagine all of these thoughts, unnecessary thought patterns at the frontal lobe, just kind of run, trickling through the brain to the back of the head, and it's absorbed by the earth. We release that physical practice with that physical sensation, manipulation of the breath. The senses fall away as the face softens. Relax the mind. Slowly begin to deepen the breath. Please stay longer if you'd like or need more Shavasana. 10 minutes at a minimum is ideal. And if you need to move on with your day, bring back some movement into the fingers and the toes and the wrists and the ankles. Reach the arms up overhead, draw the legs together, take a long body stretch, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Walk the feet in one at a time. Bring the knees into the chest and rock yourself up to a comfortable seat. Tall spine. Take the palms, rest them on the heart. Close the eyes and return to intention. And bring that intention and imagine it resting here at the heart. And carry it with us as we move throughout our week. And this practice is all about just remembering to be still and be with that which is our true self, our true motivation, intention. Inhale, fill up on breath. Release that out the mouth. Inhale, press the palms together. Bring the thumbs up to the brow. Exhale, bow forward, sealing your practice. All right. Namaste, guys. Thank you.